3 points of structure, the pyramid is by far the strongest shape.
It's like a few triangles.
Yeah. But we saw that from TT. They went for the triangle. Yeah, exactly.
They did indeed, and they played it well. But yeah, no point having them on screen, really.
That's it. It's too much water.
Yeah. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. With just the 8 points over 2 games, there's still, and just keep watch over them. Vision losing a player early. That's over towards that eastern side. I think that's coming through from Alter Ego. It's the replay here. Alter Ego, one of the most crazy endings on Miramar on the island finish. So they've been looking for someone to play with. I think Toshpik has filled that role very nicely, but it is Loxy who is a criminal with the M4.
You talk about the pressure physically seeing on players, there's been none of that. Silas from the sidelines fires out the shot.
Nice.
Squad set up for it, locks. That's the thing, I suppose, is how long does that go their way? R8 with the dive in. Up close and personal here. Good so far up against IG. Able to handle themselves. Right over the top though. That's Volt setting himself. Good distance on it. Nice detonation, clean connection. Nade's right on target. Couple left to work with as well amongst the squad. And they're going with the staggered nade. One after another. However, never alone. Backside, that's Fanta getting the shot off from GMX. You got the drive up here as well. Alter Ego going in. Meanwhile, POV of Solus, that's Fireflux, looking to see if they can steal away any points from the commotion that's been caused here. Smokes up all around. Vision rough for them to get info on this. Nade's going to be close. Right at the feet there.
Keep this calm though for them. Scarface looks to move forward. A little underhand over the top side. There's a lot of damage over towards Prestige. And he will go towards a compound off the distance there, but in comes Alpha Gaming. And will this be a moment where Alpha Gaming suffers, or will they take it to Gamax here? They get one res off. One is down, but they're swift with it.
It looked like a huge nade, but it's going to be more the plays that are made up close and personal. Gamax, struggling on this one as the dive comes in from Alpha. They clean up.
To move through, lovely stuff. Loxy gets up to 600 damage. Will do a lot of work over towards Yangon Galacticos, who find themselves in a crater. The star player in Falak.
Honestly, though, you're going to take that every time, man. Like the dive in from Yangdong, the fact they've been able to grab that one away, get the additional stock from it, still have good zone control to play off. Yeah, there could be a lot to build from this, but it's the Moana madness in the back line, getting the shots in. IDA struggling, Influence Rage as well, getting hit heavy, down and out off the back of it. Rosemary still scanning through the smokes and looking to add insult to injury on this one. Bullets through the back window.
Seriously good plays from him so far. I think he's bordering on 800 damage now. Silas will even find King. Should be the last player there for Thunder Talks as well.
Oh, mate. He's the mobile heavy machine gun. Like, absolutely on it right now. That's what I was saying. He smelt blood in the water back round towards Kinotrope and hard commits onto it. Barrage coming out, keeping him pinned in. It's uncomfortable.
Still making it work. Doc comes up towards the front line. A brilliant Molotov, and that will be Kinotrope burning.
Oh, Hyunbin catches whiff of what's going on though. He's hearing you hyping up Alpha Game and he wants to cool them off immediately and show that DRX is still here to play on day 2. Really want to see if they can run away with a nice point accumulator on this one. Doc from the side being shot at. That's 4 Thrives to get the knockback onto him. Got the quick run in. Top looking to at least maybe save his mate. Hyunbin, Molly in the back. Flames go up, keep him pinned.
Doc's down here. Great shot through the smoke. Hyunbin takes a nade just to the forehead, but he headers it away. And it will keep him alive for the time being. Another nice air burst, but they're sending one far, and it gets both of them. Doc's down. Top takes a tumble.
Got to be quick about this. No opportunity to dilly-dally. They got to clean house and then make their move. They dive in for the finish off onto top. It's all about Zyol.
If they were trying to rotate over toward the backside of Vision,
Fireflux just really being trapped between a rock and a hard place. DRX on the move after their stop to loot. To cook on the nade as well. Close spacing on them. If this is on target, opportunities for the damage.
That's unreal.
Massive nade in, opens it up, commits off the back. They got the nade primed as well, so it's opportunity for Red and Karia here. Up close with the DBS defense on the front line, looking for more through the smoke. Bullets go out, it connects. Toss pick down.
Silas got a big jump ahead of him now. Tries to go for one more, but it's Rosemary. Looking to get into the fight. It's a Rose Hail Mary.
4 Thrives as well. They sense the opportunity to strike. Everyone's attention turned towards the front. They're in the back and they're biting down. Regden Kari are fully out of commission. Rosemary throws another clip in and looks to unload Misery.
4 Thrives, they're not done yet. They hear all this happening in the wings and they're looking to clip some of their own. Sizzy, it's a good third party they come in for as well, because they know as a 3-man unit, they don't have the massive amount of firepower that some of these other teams had in that moment. So they take their opportunity. They know we have to have some kind of influence here. As soon as they see Alter Ego on that high ground, they back it up and they'll just let them pick up the remainder of the boys over on DRX. Sizzy down low, DBS in hand.
Such an uncomfortable angle. They're so focused on area denial over towards 4 Thrives. They know he's there, but it's to peek into it. He makes the heads-up call, goes for the sprint up. Oh, trying to keep him guessing with the Texas 2-step.
But early start, and it's only played into their hands here. But they've been able to have a pretty damn good game off the back of this. Rosemary with another.
Rosemary bowling right now. On point. HE blowing them to bits. Peeks up for the fight.
Erin, Lone Ranger, off in the distance there for Ida. Probably the best player on the squad, I would say, for that team. Closely followed by Darkin. See what he can get done all in his lonesome, but I think his position's about to be revealed. They drive right past him.
Keeps himself out of dodge for now. This is the 2-player solo split as well from Vision that could potentially have an opportunity to get stuck in and slow down what is otherwise a rapidly accumulating speed here for the Alter Ego squad. Noki on the move up, shot from the side. He's got to instantly hit the floor and try and top himself back up. Bullets barely whizzing by him towards the right-hand side. That's where Vision have been lurking. T24's POV here. Still nades to play with in the back pocket, 2 remaining. Casts out the first jump in the vehicle, try to make the move. Oh, Noki on target, Rosemary down.
From the side as well, it's a great position he gets him round, and almost guesswork here on the nades. And Alva off in the distance hits the deck. That shot's coming through from Marcelo on Vision. All of a sudden, it's just Moana. Volt's gonna swing round, get some Vision on. They've had a passive game here of Volt, but they've got a significant position. Moana's going to try and pick up Rosemary, but it's Erin to strike from the back line.
Making it uncomfortable. I mean, if he does go for the late wrap up, like they've got the read onto him, but right now he's comfortable to stay in position. Bullets seem and connect now. Yeah, no cover to work with. Remove.
Who looked like they were pretty unhappy that Erin goal. Getting a win here would be phenomenal, but this is a ballsy maneuver from Volt. He gets the eyes on, he gets the information, but at what cost?
Further forward, all comes down to the scrap on this one.
So 9, they're going to send 2 out. Noki's got to hit hard onto this one. Does it connect in the first place? Gets 1, gets 2, and Noki goes for an unbelievable 1v2 in the vehicle. It looked close, but the bumper stopped short. Superman.
With a split down towards Mini Pachinki, where Top and Reefus were playing there on the south side. Great, they have a lot of control, could slow things down, but now teams are going to start to crash into their locations.
And they are, and the bridge fight is underway. Yangon Galacticos, again, another team that is on their last 3 games at 48 points. They need a little bit more, and this is how you get the party started. Fighting up against Regnum Karsi has been the top, or was the top elimination leader for this roster just yesterday, and I expect him to be the tip of the spear in this fight, but unfortunately, losing one of your teammates is going to hurt, but you still got 3 to work with.
Ooh, a nice little clip there from Rosemary to be able to find a player from Thunder Talk that rotate around on the south edge, not playing well there. Unfortunate for them. There's Alpha actually keeping their players in towards Rozok. Not only that, they're pushing in towards the south side of the urban environment there. Doc with a nade on the bounce, and finding another player from IDA gets the shutdown.
They're going to be just fine, but you look at Doc & Co, who's going to be up top. It's getting very congested in that area. They're going to have to fight tooth and nail. Luckily for them, they're doing just fine, but rotating back, it pays off more than ever. They finished off in second place, just behind that of 4 Thrive, so you could be successful with it. But luckily, it looks like, at least from our perspective, Doc is going to rotate down, but they still got a solo of Zyal, who's going to be up top, so hopefully he'll be able to rotate down. But in the meantime, we do have Gamex, Alter Egos, and an engagement.
and they're on the road again. A crossfire potential coming on through, but Alter Ego look to hop out and go for the challenge. They've isolated another player from Gamax, and they're just leaving players behind. They're bleeding out, and they're on 2 now. It's not looking good. This is, again, just indecisive, floundering play. The nade connects, though.
Nade connects, but how much is it really going to help when you only have 2 players? And Alter Ego's not a team to back out. They've had a wonderful day so far. This is game 4 officially for them. They still have all of tomorrow's competition, but Chrono's gonna be wrapping around right, but it doesn't pay off. Krypton does Vision fire some shots. Does it have an effect? Well, they at least will show their hands. A little bit skirt around, but where do they crash into? 4 Thrives? You got Influence, Rage, R8. Their route into the safe zone could be perilous, and in fact, it looks like they're going straight into 4 Thrives. This is going to be a tremendous fight, and you can argue both of these rosters need this because they're on their last 3 games, and already DRX taking themselves down.
Hyunbin goes down first, losing a player early for the South Koreans on the approach, and a second as well. This is a really well-handled push coming through from 4 Thrives.
Caught up onto the top side of the river. Once they crossed the bridge, they had Vision shooting at them. For them, they just kind of went a little bit haywire. They had to crash into hard cover. That's exactly what they did at 4 Thrives. Unfortunately for DRX, we're already set up from one fight to another. Vision, we get on board with them, of course, with Team Secret trying to take them on.
Ooh, a nice early nade up through to the high ground. Vision seemingly having a little bit of a game on their hands against Team Secret, and it's only one player on the outside. A lovely hop across with a pump action. Finds Never Alone. The experience now set aside. Volt needs to try and charge something up here, but not gonna get tagged by that nade on the cross. Volt pops down and goes for the Bison wrap around there, but in the meantime, there's the flush coming on through.
Jaiki's playing this very, very well. Sliver of health, however, can he live? Can he have an opportunity to get a med kit? Not the case. He gets naded down, and that's going to put the pressure now on the remaining members of Team Secret, who are just going for the cleanups. Jaiki can absolutely be rezzed, but Marcelo says, no, not today. Vision with 2. How much work can they put in? Well, seems like they might dip away from this. Team Secret arguably walk away with the better end of the stick. They get the most damage done, and Vision actually isn't over with. I thought they were going to get out of here, but they feel like they can't, and the pressure is really on. Their ticking damage now into the smoke, and Team Vision might be able to get the cleanup once they rotate out, but if not them, Kenotrope also taking shot.
They're going to have a tough time on their hands, but every other team in Roshok also has to lead.
That's right.
They have to go. The question is when. Does a team like Kenotrope stick around, try and pick up these elims, or do they try and move further south as the circle moves away?
Everybody's trying to hug their hard cover POIs as long as they possibly can. That's Fireflux, DRX, 4 Thrives. They've got to transfer in. Kenotrope, right? We also have, of course, Regnum Karai, who have to rotate down. You've got, of course, Team Secret, Vision, who all have to rotate over. I can't believe it. Marcelo still manages to pick up some of the players from Team Secret. I feel like that's a massive oversight. This should not be happening. Team Secret should have been staying alive, but granted, Kenotrope had them in their line of sights because they were in the forward position.
In the center of the map. Second, Alpha pushed across the road to the south. They didn't need to, but they took down the majority of RA, and now we've got a fight on the north side. It is intense game versus Regnum Kaya, and it looks like intense game have a chance, but Silas is on the warpath. Pump action out wide, doesn't connect. It looked like it might have been on target, but no, it sails wide, and he will not find any retribution. Regnum Kaya fall to one side, and actually, Alpha getting lit up, Doc's too far out wide, and Influence Rage is still alive with one player. Diego was there, and he was able to extract his pound of flesh.
All right, on board with Thunder Talk, locking down the stairs and doing it quite well. That choke point, so critical. Obviously a replay from earlier, but for Thunder Talk's perspective, it's great to see them getting active.
I feel like they have had a good day one. I feel like you could equally say they had a good match two, right? It is a majority from match two. 26 of those 28 points come from that one game. And right now, they haven't really proven to have the backup behind that. They were on top of that massive mountain on that military island position. They had a really easy time, frankly, of that game. And so, whilst sure, they're having a good day, they need to show more. Certainly to be in with a chance of getting towards those top 8.
Kenotrope, intense game. They've been opposite of each other for a little bit, but it looks like Kenotrope might be, puts them at 3 themselves. And do my eyes deceive me, or is Rafa still, is he back up? No, he's bleeding out, but hey, Adrian does come in. He can still do a lot of damage to Kenotrope depending on how he plays this.
His 2 nades are cooking though, and I don't think that Adrian's going to be long for this one. One goes short of the car, the other one goes behind it. Doesn't actually get the knock there. That should have been, but a little bit of a misplacement on the nade as they try and drop another one out wide. That should have hit. Good goodness me. Adrian, the luckiest so-and-so in the game right now for Intense Game. Has the smoke blooming, has the vehicle, but at stage 6, that blue zone's going to start to do more than tickle. And Finale wants to try and put him down here. Remove that threat on the northern side. The vehicle connects the spray, and finally.
You mentioned 4 Thrives rotated in to get the hard cover. Very contested area. This is going to be crazy, especially when the zone shifts. If it goes north, 4 Thrives are going to have such a tremendous advantage over APG as well as Alter Egos, who might have to rotate in. So for Team Vision,
I wouldn't be too surprised to see Vision get up into a top 3.
Kinotrop can have a tremendous advantage if the zone does shift north. If they can take down Fireflux, they have all that open space that they can utilize to be the gatekeepers. Good on 4 Thrives at the moment. They are leading the charge and could very well take first place in our group play.
Yeah, it looks like Volt might not be long for this one. Kinotrop certainly will be the team to displace him, but he has managed to get across here. That makes it so much harder for Kinotrop to spot him. Gets a little bit easier for the other teams, though. So Volt is currently dancing through a hailstorm, and it is a very unfriendly atmosphere in the middle of these hills. He will go down.
They are exceeding everybody's standards as far as I'm concerned. We see a replay onto the fight between Alter Egos and APG, and it was Rosemary up top just putting in work, not only on the faraway members from APG, but also 4 Thrives. That was the down that I ended up seeing in the elimination feed. So go north, straight into the enemies.
Fireflux wrapping around on the north side, across the open ground, straight into the duo, and they're holding well, they're holding strong. Scarface, last player to stand. Alpha on that south edge, dismantled a little bit by Alter Ego, so that is the outside factor here. And this is a standoff between these two teams. It's Alter Ego and 4 Thrive, the major threats in this lobby.
Oh, wow, but getting that knock is huge. Maybe Alter Egos can start to push up. Mind you, 4 Thrives, who knows, do they start to engage themselves? They don't have to move, but
could potentially be in those sight lines. You can see how close they are, but it is just shots and nades and every kind of ordnance being sent on in. But he's getting so bold with it.
Yes, and he shouldn't have done that. He overcommitted. You have to assume Alter Egos are going to be on your backside.
They won't get embroiled in the compound engagement. They have the outside control. They have the numbers, they have the terrain, and the circle has pushed away from both of the hard covers. Over to Fireflux. This is the other stronghold position as Krypton diverts, goes for a drive-by, back into the driver's seat, doesn't quite connect on the shots, but down go Fireflux. They can't leave whilst the other survives.
Wow, look at how active Alter Egos are getting. They are taking the fight to everybody, and they are winning. Rosemary once again on your screen, putting in the work. Now at 4 eliminations, we're up to our top 3 at the moment, and Alter Egos are steamrolling through the lobby.
10 elims, though, for Alpha. They've had a good game already. They ran across the road to R8 and allowed 4 Thrives in the door, and that spelled their demise. For now, they do still have an opportunity to get a little bit further here. We've seen what duos can do, but with the chokehold that Alter Ego have on this circle, I don't imagine it's going to last for that long.
Not at all, and man, I'm so impressed with Alter Egos. The amount of pressure, not only with their utility, but also taking the moment and shining through it. Alter Egos mowing down 4 Thrives. They took down one earlier. They get the finish on them, and now it's APG versus Alter Egos. And Rosemary, who else? The tip of the spear, pushing forward, looking to take down APG. Take game number 4, and they will do exactly that. Now, one player from Alter Egos, mind you, is down, and they're crashing in onto Ida. Alter Egos getting active once again, aggressive, much like they did before, but it looks like Ida is winning those engagements, and, well, they only win them for so much. Alter Egos 2 downs, but they should be able to recover. Meanwhile, for Thunder Talk, Vision finally pushing into them. Tons of utility being out, but it looks like Vision are slowly going down.
The graveyard of Fireflux becomes the terminal location for 2 players of Vision as well, and now they have to play into a 2 versus 3. They find the re-knock on the Shing, and the spray down towards Thunder Talk, but it is a shooting gallery, and a huge nade comes over to answer the question of what can be done here. It's R8 sending more ordnance over the top, and a third party from Alter Ego.
Yeah, beautiful opportunity for R8. They sniff it out, they push forward, they get the finishes, they take the players down, but like you said, Alter Ego's now starting to crash in. They gave up the compound, and now they have it.
Their lives depend on it. R8 have been admirable in this position, but Rosemary wants to change that story. Rewrite something here or there, but he goes down low. The challenge with the shotguns works out, and another player from R8 fell off in the distance, but they're getting the res onto Mark. The nade changes it, and Prestige goes down too. R8 finally getting pushed aside, and who else but Alter Ego? A huge turn up for them as Moana can get res 2.
Up, and they're going to be challenged from another player from Alter Egos who looks to be getting the cleanups. Rosemary, step aside. Oliva is tearing it up.
Rosemary now on guard. I think they know that there's a team off to the north side.
Start to quiet down a little bit, only for a bit though. Good shots from ID7. Onto the remaining players. Alter Egos up ahead. Here comes Zeus, though. Big nade up top. Connection, no, not just Jit.
On the top side there for the last player of R8, the last bastion of hope. Alter Ego want to challenge this spot as well. Oh, Frankie actually chiming in on the off angle. Krypton goes down, gets flushed, but there is a response, and Alva takes him down in return. So now solos for Alter Ego to handle for a potential back-to-back chicken dinner. It's the fashion of the day. You win one, you win another. You buy one, you get one free. I said you buy one, you get one free.
You love the deal, baby. Free 99. Best price out there. ID7 from R8. He doesn't want to move, but I will say he's been... Oh, and he gets melted from a distance, and it's all but over with as Alter Egos are going straight for the winner chicken dinner. However, we have seen solo plays, and they are magnificent, and Zeus is looking to do just that.
Xerus moving in, a 1 versus 3 around the inside, and he goes down. Of course, they shut it out, and it is all guns blazing here. Alter Ego topped their own score from the last match. It was only 23 last match. Nah, let's go again. And with that game, they have put up a momentous scoreline here on a single day. But they do draw short. They stop, pop some smokes, try and stay safe. In the meantime, 4 thrives. Over on this northwest edge, they found Yangon Galacticos with 2 players still standing. Say Cloud and Romeo down in the ditch, and Falak close by with a nade, looks for the cook, over the top, doesn't quite connect, and T24 is down in the meantime. 2 players to face him, and he will be rebuffed.
Well, he gets taken down. Revenge is in the cards for Yangon Galacticos, taking on 4 thrives, dodging buggies. Do we go over the top? Well, IQ goes for the attempt, backs away. What are we doing? You had full ground to do it. Nades are being cooked. If he could just apex that hill, he's taking them both out, but he doesn't know. And the nades come in. Can IQ live? Yes, but just barely. You can't res Phallic here. Surely not. There's no reason to even go for it, but he gets a couple of shots on the Say Cloud. IQ finally drops, and now it's up to the clutch master himself, off in a distance of Noki.
Another team drops, and now 5 teams remain. These placements are adding up. The P90 for Noki, a 1 versus 2, but it's a needle threaded from the backlines there from Romeo to see Noki down.
In this little ravine for the longest time, and finally some shots are being fired. He just going straight into him. Hold up, DRX melting them down, and is this the end to Ida's run?
Yangon Galacticos also will have sightlines onto this. They're now hitting the deck, trying to go for the nades, but they're getting lit up from every angle, and not even finding a knock onto DRX. Only 1 player now from either stands, and everybody else is picking a piece of them out, adding it to their score tally. Darking desperately looking for the res, but the stand-up not going to be successful there, as it is again Yangon Galacticos to find the opening, to look for the shot. So easy is pushed back, but Ida are flagging, and Team Secret, where are they? They're still on their belly buttons.
They're hiding. They've been hiding this entire time. They're going for gold, and the opportunity is there. But I said it, right? Yangon Galacticos can still do this if they get every point, and they're going for it. Team Secret finally get active. They get off their stomachs. They're on their feet, and they're pushing up towards Yangon Galacticos.
Really going to matter too much. They are into the final circle. It is closing, and they stand up. The first knock is there. Team Secret now in a 1 versus 1 trade. Romeo, who's been devastating, but it's shotgun shell for shotgun shell, and Yangon Galacticos able to close it down. Will it be enough?
Question is, will it be enough? Is exactly the question we should be asking ourselves. A tremendous win, a great finish for the 12th and final game for Yangon Galacticos over in the Group Yellow region. Man, well done from them. And I said it, look, I think they can do it. I really do. I was feeling it in my bones. 2 players left.
Beautiful stuff coming on through from Yangon Galacticos.
I want to see how high up 4 Thrives is currently on this overall leaderboard, because they have 111 points of how some of these teams have been performing. And based on this, I mean, just look, Ida performed well, PT as well. Today I'm sticking with Team Vision. Right now, some of these other teams haven't really shown me that much. Something that I wanted to